If you have ever studied Russian, you probably noticed that there are two words for you in Russian, ты and вы. Both mean you, yet they are not the same. So what's the difference? Привет, студенты! I'm Polina, and by the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly when to use each of them, and you will avoid one of the biggest beginner mistakes. A quick reminder before we start. If you enjoy my lessons, don't hesitate to let me know that. So, like and drop a comment, because seeing that my content is useful for you really motivates me to continue. Besides, it really helps my channel grow. So, thank you in advance, and let's start. Okay, here's the simple rule. Ты is an informal you. We use that when talking to friends, to family, to children, to people of your own age in casual situations. And вы is a formal you. We use that when talking to strangers, to older people in formal situations like at work, when talking to your boss, to your teacher, and anyone you want to pay respect to. If you speak French, it's like tu and vous. And if you speak, for example, German, it's like du and sie. And I'm sure that it's same in many other languages I'm not familiar with. So if your native language has it too, don't hesitate to let me know it in the comments so I could learn something new. But if your native language is English, then yes, I understand. It's a new concept for you. And as any new concept, it might seem a bit confusing at first, but I'm sure that quickly you will understand that you can get it, and soon it will feel natural for you too. Okay, let's compare. For example, you want to ask, are you home? Your friend, and let's say your boss. With your friend, you will say, ты дома? Ты дома? By the way, дома means home or at home. Ты дома? You will ask your friend. But with your boss, you will say, вы дома? Вы дома? You say the same meaning, but the feeling is completely different. Let's practice it. Informal. Ты дома? Ты дома? Repeat. Good. Formal. Вы дома? Вы дома? Repeat. Good. Let's do one more time. Ты дома? Good. Вы дома? Great. Okay, now as you have understood the concept, let's practice it a little bit with a real-life example. This will also be a good occasion for you to review or maybe to learn some new vocabulary. Imagine you're in Moscow, in a cafe, let's say, and you want to ask a waiter, do you speak English? The verb to speak is говорить. Говорить. I won't go too deep into conjugation in this video, but if you would like to learn how to use the verb, how to conjugate it, then you can download my free guide. Just click on the link in the description. For this video, let's just remember that for the second person singular, so ты, it makes говоришь. Ты говоришь. And second person plural, so вы, it makes говорите. Говорите. Ты говоришь, вы говорите. But if you say to a waiter you don't know, ты говоришь по-английски, ты говоришь по-английски, to speak English, it will sound a bit rude and definitely impolite. It's like asking, hey buddy, do you speak English? You see, it's not very appropriate. Instead, you should say, вы говорите по-английски. Вы говорите по-английски. You see, just changing one word already makes you 100 times more polite and respectful. Let's practice it. Repeat after me. Ты говоришь по-английски. Ты говоришь по-английски? Вы говорите по-английски? Вы говорите по-английски? Good. By the way, here's something important. Вы is not just a formal version of ты. That's also a plural form. So even with your close friends, when you are talking to more than one person, you must use вы. For example, ты хочешь чай? Do you want tea? Хочешь comes from хотеть. Хотеть, to want. Ты хочешь чай? Do you want tea? When talking to one person. Вы хотите чай? Вы хотите чай? Do you guys want some tea? Normally, I think it's not a surprise, and I'm sure it works the same in most languages. So I'm just reminding you that вы is a formal version of ты, and it's a plural form. And here's a cultural detail I wanted to tell you about. In the Russian, when you meet someone you didn't know before, it's polite and it's common to start with вы. And as you get closer, as you get to know each other more, the other person might suggest давай на ты. Давай на ты. Let's use ты. Don't switch too early. You better wait for the other person to offer that. So that's the safe way to process. Now let's review some of the most common mistakes beginners make. And number one here is using ты with strangers. Please never do that. That's impolite. 2. Forgetting that вы is plural. For example, learners can often say ты to a group of people, or use the singular verb ending with вы. For example, to say you speak as a group, you speak. A learner might say вы говоришь, but говоришь goes with ты. With вы, you should say вы говорите, говорите, вы говорите. Don't forget to use the right ending. And 3, switching too fast. For example, starting with ты in a formal setting might feel and seem and look quite disrespectful. And in any case, if you are in doubt, you better use вы. People will definitely appreciate the respect. Okay, now it's time for one more round of practice to be sure everybody got it and to learn a new verb. Let's take the verb to like, to love. Любить. Любить. It's conjugated the same way as говорить, to speak. So, the second person singular is любишь, and the second person plural is любите. Любишь, любите. So, how do you ask your friend, do you like music? Ты любишь музыку? Ты любишь музыку? And what about someone you've just met? Вы любите музыку? Вы любите музыку? Repeat after me. Ты любишь музыку? Good. Вы любите музыку? Good. One more time. Ты любишь музыку? Вы любите музыку? Great. And here we are. Now you know the difference between ты and вы. And I hope that you will be able to use that confidently. Don't forget to grab my free PDF to continue learning conjugation. The link in the description. And if this topic, conjugation, interests you, please let me know in the comment. I might make a video about that if it interests you. And if you enjoyed my video, then smash that like button and drop a comment and subscribe. not to miss the next lesson. Пока-пока!